Hello, welcome to the Law of Techniques YouTube channel. Today's success story is about how she tested the law of attraction and manifested a free treat. So, without any delay, let's get this story started. The story title is Even Just a Little Faith Can Go a Long Way. I first watched the Secret movie a few months ago and have been interested in learning and practicing the concept ever since. Since then, I have read and listened to many of the books in the series, and each one inspires me more and more. My favorite is The Magic. I have been able to intentionally attract many things most would perceive as small, but for me, each one has deepened my faith a little more. My favorite story behind one of the attractions is about coffee. I, of course, got the idea from the movie. I love coffee and make my own every day. If I'm being honest, in the beginning, I really don't see how I would be able to manifest a free cup of random coffee into my existence from nowhere when I already make my own every morning. I also work from home, so I spend a good majority of my time at home. I let go of that limiting belief and really only lightly thought about it coming into my existence by imagining how grateful and happy I would feel if it did happen. I honestly didn't care at the time if it did or didn't happen, so I let it go and moved on. A week or two later, on a Saturday, my husband and I were doing some shopping in a nearby town, and he suggested we stop by a coffee shop before we left town to head home. We went inside, placed our orders, and then waited. My coffee was up first, so I went to the counter and got it. When I got it, the barista said to me, "Just one moment and I'll have your second one ready." I assumed he was talking about my husband's coffee, so I let my husband know that his was next, and he came up to wait at the counter. When the next coffee was ready, my husband waved me over with a confused look on his face. He asked, "Did you order two coffees for yourself?" The next coffee was another cup of the exact same thing I had ordered and already received. I, of course, didn't order two, which then confused the barista, so he went over to the cash register and pulled up my transaction. He confirmed that I had only ordered and paid for two coffees, mine and my husband's, and they were just starting to make my husband's. But oddly, two identical tickets had been printed for my coffee for some reason. I have a very specific, not on the menu, coffee order, so it was definitely mine. Yes, I am the one. I am one of those people. The barista kept apologizing and assured me I was only charged for two, but that I was more than welcome to have the extra coffee because it was already made. I assured him I was not the least bit upset about the mix up because I was literally beaming inside for what had just happened. I have been to this coffee shop many times and have never had that happen before. It was amazing the amount of sheer confusion on the barista's face trying to figure out how that could have happened. He had never had that happen before either. I looked around for someone I could give the second coffee to, but there were only others waiting for their own orders, so I ended up keeping it. I was a bit wired after 2 cups of espresso, but I didn't care because I felt so great in that moment, knowing that I had created this. That moment really made me understand the concept that the only limitations we have on anything are the ones we place on ourselves with our minds. The idea of how I would get a free coffee seemed so unrealistic to me at first, but I gave it a shot and reminded myself that how was really not my business, and I went on with it. I literally had nothing to lose by trying. I am learning that if I can apply that same concept to the bigger things I want to attract into my life, then I will be unstoppable. I have a life altering desire that I am currently working on. Before I listened and watched The Secret, I believed it was impossible. Given the circumstances we are under, however, I have accomplished 3 out of 4 of what I desire already, and I'm almost to the finish line with the rest. There is not a trace of doubt in my mind that I won't walk away with my full desire or something even better in place. There are many other amazing starting to develop in my life, and I have never felt more grateful than I do right now for all of it. Thank you for all of your inspiring stories every single day. I love each and every single one of them. Thank you to the Secret team for your amazing content that will inspire and give hope to so many for the rest of the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for listening to this success story. Please like and comment what you think of the story. Share if you like it. Subscribe to the Law of Techniques YouTube channel for more success stories. Thank you.